Hiya! Why is my bun bigger than my actual head? Hi guys, what's up? It's Izzy, and my sister told me I put on a voice in my intro, so now I'm kind of insecure. So that's gonna be it. Anyway, today I'm doing another hairstyles video for you guys, but this time I'm gonna do one for greasy hair, which honestly, I'll wash my hair, the next day it's greasy. I think it's just because I touch my hair quite a lot. So yeah, if you're like me and always have greasy hair but don't want to always wash it, I literally wash my hair twice a week, then just keep on watching. So step number one would be to take my hair out of this ugly mess. Literally, you can see my hair is starting to get greasy. It's kind of gross, especially because I never actually go and wash it as soon as I see greasy hair. Anyway, I would also like to inform you all that it is currently the hottest day of the year so far. Sweating? Yes. It's a situation, but we're thriving, we're gonna get through, and we're gonna try not and do that. Yep. Okay. Last thing, there is a stain on this t-shirt. If you see it, my sincerest apologies if it does offend you. Anyway, hairstyle number one. You can take any parting for any of these hairstyles, but for this one I'm going to take a side parting because I want to show you a few different things. I used this in my last hairstyles video, and like I said, I bought it with a wig, like it came with the wig. So I'm just going to use this, but you can buy them in Boots, Amazon, Superdrug, Tesco, I don't know. So you just want to find a parting for your hair and then brush each side in the direction that you want it to go. Literally, imagine if this was my regular parting, I think I would actually start sobbing. So you want to part this to the back of your head, and then all you want to do is grab all your hair in a low ponytail, just like this. Try to tuck as much as you can behind your ears, and just grab this all down into a low ponytail. Why does my hair always get stuck on my ear? You know what? We don't need that one. We've got another 14 million. You can use a hairbrush for this, but I feel like that just makes it more difficult. Maybe that's just me, but do whatever you want to get it there. Once you have your hair at the back of your head, you just want to go ahead and tie it off with a hairband. Also, just thought I'd say I have super thick hair, so what I like to do is take a toothbrush. No, this is not the one I use on a day-to-day basis to brush my teeth. I am somewhat hygienic other than greasy hair. I grab a toothbrush and I grab this hairspray. I literally don't use any other hairspray. This is the only good hairspray and it is literally out. But I can't go into Boots to get some more. So if I start using another hairspray, just pretend it's this one, because they've got to be glued. It's literally the only thing that keeps my hair in place. That all just went in my water, that's nice. And then I'll start to just brush my hair with it, starting, what's this bit called? Like where my baby hairs are, like the front of my head, and just smoothing it all out. This way I literally have no flyaways because it just smooths them down perfectly. You want to follow your hair though, because otherwise it can make it messier. This is probably the quickest one out of all of them, I'm not gonna lie, because like it's so hard to mess up a low ponytail. Whereas the others you probably can mess up, but like this one you physically can't. Then I like to take some handy dandy bobby pins and just start to pin back this front bit of my hair, because that will be falling forward in about 20 minutes, if not 20 seconds. And then to finish this all off, I'll just go in with the hairspray. That isn't coming out, nothing is coming out, but pretend, and I'll just spray it into place. Just like that, and that is hairstyle number one. This is the quickest one, and it's still very cute. Oh, another thing. This is a bit dark for me. We're just going to ignore that. We're going to look past it. I'm way too tanned for my pale foundation. But I'm just like slightly off my tan foundation. So we're kind of in the middle, and I don't know what foundation to buy at the minute. So kind of having a crisis. Anyway, this is the hairstyle. I don't want to take it out of this, I really like this. So hairstyle number two, you basically want to get into this position, but I'm going to do it with a different parting just to show you different things. To change my partings, I just like to brush my hair all the way back, and then I'll take this thing and just go straight where I want the parting to be. And like I did before, when I've got the parting, I'm just going to brush either side into its place. Then just like I did for the other hairstyle, I'm going to tuck my hair behind my ears and just gather it all at the back, smoothing it down on top as much as possible. This is definitely the hairstyle I do the most, just because I'm so used to doing it now that it can take me 20 seconds, and I do feel like it just looks so cute. It kind of reminds me like of off-duty model hairstyles, you know, like the stuff like Bella Hadid and Hailey Bieber and all that lot wear when they're not actually on a runway. So once you've got it back here, you just want to tie it off. Now before I do anything else to the back, I will once again take my toothbrush and some hairspray and just brush down the front and all the way around the hair. I feel like using a toothbrush gets it so much sleeker than any other brush or comb. And also, like, you can spend a lot of money on hairbrushes, but this is a toothbrush. Like, you can get a pack of 3 for about £2. Once I've brushed it back, I do have these things that fall down, so I'm going to go ahead and bobby pin them back. Then I like to just go ahead and hairspray that all off. Now moving on to the back, my butt has like sweat itself into my duvet. It's disgusting. Anyway, onto the back, I just like to tighten this as much as possible, and then I like to pull the hair and just twist it around my finger, and then I will wrap it around itself to create a bun. With this bit, I'm very over the top, like needs to stay in place. You do not have to use these many hairbands, but I have very thick hair that doesn't like to work with me a lot of the time, so I'm just going to do what I'd normally do. So I'll take a hairband, I'll grab the bun, I'll pull it over once and then again, and then I'll take another hairband, do the same thing, and then I'll take another hairband and do the exact same thing. And I also like to bring loads of hairbands if I'm going somewhere, like to school, not anymore, but like somewhere like that, because I feel like it keeps it in better place than bobby pins. However, as you can see, we do have a little situation. So I'm going to take a bobby pin and try my best to pin that in. Honestly, I'm not the best at pinning things in at the back of my head, but we can attempt this one. And I will usually hairspray the absolute poop out of this because I do not want it to come out. And yeah, this is my favourite. This is definitely the one I do the absolute most. But that is it for hairstyle number 2. Ooh, can you see my sweat? I can't tell if it's highlight or sweat at this point. Like, I'm actually losing my mind, and my makeup, and the will to live. Actually, no one cares, no one asked about this, I'm gonna tell you. So the other day, I had my first meet up with my friends. One outing is all I've had so far. We did like a little social distancing picnic. It was very fun, very snazzy. This is my best friend. This is my best friend that I'm meeting up with. Why was I awkward? Literally, I couldn't get out one sentence. I was stuttering. I was like, I did not know what to do. I did not know what to say. It's been about 67 days in quarantine. Yes, I have been keeping track. Apparently, it takes me 67 days to lose every single ounce of confidence I had in my body. So that's so fun. I can't wait to go back to regular social gatherings when I'm going to be the awkward one in the corner. Fun! Anyway, this is hairstyle number 2. Swear to God, every single one of my pets sleep like that. I just don't understand how it's comfy. Oh, that feels so nice. Oh, excuse me. Oh, now my bun's all proper crispy. That's gonna be so fun. Back to stage 1. Hairstyle number 3 does not have a parting, so you just want to go ahead. Oh, I can't with this hairspray. Look how greasy it's become at this point. Like, this is a serious issue. No, it's not. You know what? I feel like this is a very Kim K look. It just does not suit me in the slightest. So what you're going to do is flip your head over and brush all the back of your hair into your hands using the hairbrush, and try and get the sides as much as possible. When you flip your hair back up, you want to adjust this on top of your head however you want it. So if you want your hand further forward, I like to flip my head over and then just work forward and then just play around with it, adjust it, whatever. Then I'll take a hairband and I'll bring it around 3 times. Then I will pull it tight, and as you can see at this point, it does start to lift a bit at the front. So what I then do, I will spray my brush with hairspray and just start to brush it all back, and I'll go around the sides with that as well. I literally just will try and get it as sleek as possible. Then just to really flatten it at the top and also to keep it up all day without falling down, I will take another hairband and just grab everything up here and tie it around 3 times once again. Then at this point your hair should be nice and smooth. I've said this a million times, but I always have these bits at the top of my head that just like to do their own thing, sticking out a little bit. So I'll take some bobby pins and pop them down. I like to put a bobby pin going either way, so it kind of traps it in between each bobby pin, if that makes sense. I'll then spray that. Finally, to finish it off, I will take a little bit of hair from underneath the ponytail and I will just wrap that around the hairbands so it kind of looks like you've tied your hair up with your hair rather than with hairbands. It just makes it look a bit more elegant, you know, a bit more classy. Once again, I'll pin them down at the back using the same technique I used for the other bobby pins. I then just go and hairspray the whole thing, especially this bit around my ponytail because I want that to stay more than anything. This is hairstyle number 3. Hairstyle number 4, you once again want to get your hair into this position just without wrapping your hair around, but I'm too lazy to go take that down, so we're just going to leave it up for now. Once you get your hair up into that ponytail, you just want to take the hair you've got left and just start twisting it around itself, and then wrap the hair around to make a bun. Sometimes this makes a funny shape, you've just got to kind of work with it. But then just to secure it off, take some hairbands. I like to take 2 just to make sure it's definitely not going to twist back round. But yeah, that is easy, and that is hairstyle number 4. This, one thing I will say, if you're going to sleek these bits, do it all when it's in the ponytail, because if you do it here, you will have some bits sticking up around here and it will be harder to tuck everything in then. Just a tip. Anyway. Hairstyle number 4. I feel like each of these hairstyles makes you look so smart. What am I doing with my hand? I actually don't have a clue. And finally, hairstyle number 5 is more for, you know those days when your hair's like greasy, but like it's not greasy yet, but it's on the verge of greasy and you can tell it's going to get greasy throughout the day. This is one of them. So what you want to do, get your hair back to phase 1, back to base, back to this mess. And then all you want to do is just from the corner of your eyes, you want to take your thumbs and drag them around your head until they meet at the back. And then there you can separate this bit of hair you've got from the rest of your head. I like to brush these apart just because taking it out later will be painful if you don't. And then with this bit on top, I just like to bring it up as high as I possibly can. You want to keep it really tight. This might make your eyes start watering, but it will also give you like a fox eye effect. So, kind of a win. When it gets to about here, I will brush it into my hands just to really, really smooth it down. But you want to be careful you don't go dropping bits of hair and then accidentally picking up the wrong ones, because that leads to knots. And they're not fun. Sometimes if my hair isn't coming up as high as I want it to, I will flip over just this bit and then work with it down here rather than sitting straight up. Once I'm here, I would take the toothbrush because that's the most handy in this situation. And then I'm just going to go ahead and tie this off when I'm happy as to where it's sitting on my head. And then I will pull it tighter, and just like the ponytail, pulling it tighter seems to get me these bits at the front of my head. So I'll take another hairband, smooth this all down, and then just grab it all up once again. This will also keep it in place for longer. So when that's up there, I do have these little things once again, so I'll take these and bobby pin them down just like the ponytail. Once again, I'll hairspray that. And then finally, I'll lift the ponytail up and take a strand from underneath, just like I did for the ponytail, and I'll wrap this round the hairband. Then I'll just go ahead and bobby bobby spray, hairspray, this bit, and also around the front of my hair. And that is it for the final hairstyle. So that is all the hairstyles I have to cover up my greasy hair for today. Those are pretty much the only ones I use. I don't tend to think outside the box a lot. And also 5 hairstyles like is enough to keep me going every time I have greasy hair. But if you want some more, let me know down below. Be sure to subscribe if you're not already. I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers, so please. I'm getting so I just hate doing like intros and outros. They just don't float my boat. I feel like I should just be like, okay, bye, see you in the next one, but I never am. My social medias are linked down in the description below, so feel free to follow me on there if you're not already, and I will see you in my next video. Goodbye. The sweat under my knees is astronomical. Ladies and gentlemen, the volume inside of this bus is astronomical. Ooh, this is actually okay. Goodbye.